Hey guys, it's Jay Reacts here, and the J stands for Jolly Burger. That's how we're starting the video. I want to talk today about UPS. Now, some of you guys may know I worked at UPS for not a long time. It wasn't even like a year. But I'm going to start from the beginning to end. Sort of, depending on how I feel. I don't know how long this video is going to be. Just bear with me. That shouldn't be too long. So, I get there. It was minimum wage at the time. I don't know if this has changed. It may be still, maybe higher. I'm not sure. I get there and I'm in the interview. The dude's talking about, oh, well, let's compare it to a gym membership that you're getting paid for. Now, that doesn't sound bad during the interview, but when you're working, it's way worse than what it seems like. I'm going to tell you guys straight up, I would not tell anybody to apply to UPS. Unless you can move yourself up and you feel like you can handle this hard work, that's your backup. By all means, be in a wheelchair. I'm good. I don't want to do that for the rest of my life, but that's up to y'all. So that happens, right? You get to orientation if you get the job. You get to orientation. Orientation was very boring, except for the computer work. It was only me and some other kid in there. You learn about how to pick up the boxes. You guys don't know how to pick up a box? Grab each opposite corner, bend down with your knees, and lift up with your legs, not your arms or shoulders. You're gonna screw yourself up. But yeah, that's how you do it. And you wasn't allowed to get help with any boxes if it had to be at least 71 pounds or bigger. Or heavier. And the problem with that is, I know a lot of you guys could probably lift 70 pounds without too much problem at first, but imagine doing that for like 4 hours straight. It's not fun. So, skip orientation. It was only $1 over minimum wage if you did the computer work right. So that was really frustrating. But throw that all to the side. It wasn't like the trucks you see on the street that deliver you packages. I mean like the big trucks you were putting them on. But I was a loader, so I was loading the truck. So someone threw the boxes at me in the conveyor belt. To be honest, they just throw your boxes at you. If you guys are wondering why there's dents in your boxes or whatever before you open up your package, that's why. They don't give a shit. Unless it says fragile on it, they are tossing it, Kobe Bryant it into the back of the truck. Like, there's no point for them to carry. There's foam inside of it. There's no point. They're kicking it, whatever. You go ahead. You're loading for 4 hours straight. Now, if you work for 4 hours. So what happens is, you load for I think about 2.5 hours, then you get like a 10-minute break. And I mean on the dot 10 minutes. I know at my current job and some other jobs, the time could kind of fluctuate. It could be like sometimes you make like a 15-minute, but then there's moments when you don't have anything to do. You just be chilling, hiding somewhere. I can't hide a UPS. You're screwed. You have to be working or the whole truck won't be done. So, 10 minutes, right? What's 10 minutes? You have to leave the truck. You gotta walk down a flight of, you gotta walk down the steps. You gotta find the vending machine if you didn't bring anything yourself. Eat like a bag of chips, get a drink. Alarm goes off. You go back into the truck. You're back working. So you get a 10-minute break for lifting for 2 hours straight, at least 70 pounds of boxes or below. Constantly, non-stop. There's no breaks during that. You can't kind of walk around, get a breather. They said you can go get a sip of water, but to be honest, you really can't, because you're gonna fall behind a lot. There's boxes all over the place. You gotta figure out what you want to put where. It was way too much going on. I don't know how people do it regular, and that's not even like as simplistic as I'm making it. You gotta like scan them. And the scanning part was really, really annoying. Because the scan is 9 times out of 10 didn't work. You put the scanners on your fingers. You kind of, I don't know if you had a button, but you like, you know how you guys went to a grocery store somewhere, right? Where like they scan it with the damn scanner. It's like that, except it's on your hand. You scan it, you put the box down. If it doesn't get scanned, you have to put it to the side and have somebody, you have to talk to them about it not scanning. Now there's moments where the scanner didn't work and it didn't scan because the scanner wasn't working. Which is annoying. I hope you guys got that. And when that happens, you have to like take breaks, and then that's annoying because you have to do all these boxes, but when shit doesn't work, what you're supposed to do. The hazardous stuff you enter in certain codes, which was also very annoying. Things like that slowed you down, and then especially I'm new, or at the time I was new, it didn't make anything easier. It just made me do worse. And then it got to a point where I messed my shoulders up. Now this was my fault. This was my first job. I think it's called like workers' comp. I got hurt on the job and I didn't really do anything. I just went to orientation. Went to like the doctors, had physical therapy, just never came back. Like, But it was just like that. Now I'm at this new job that I'm at. But UPS was tragic. It was $1 over minimum wage if you did the computer work. The people there wasn't annoying. My teacher, not my teacher, but like the dude who was training me, he talked a lot, and I was kind of annoying. It was like extra talk, like nothing worth saying. Some of the other people that were unloaders, like there was somebody who like got out of jail that worked. They were like, yo, there's no people here, bro. Look at that, bro. First you be extra toxic. Like, I was like, I'll throw a box at you. Don't play with me, bro. That was annoying. It was hot all the time. You're gonna die in there. You're gonna lose like 60 pounds in 30 days. If you guys really don't feel like grinding out 2 years of work at UPS. They got work for you to lose. They get a 6-pack going. You're gonna be brolic. Like you don't have nothing to worry about. Another thing that was really frustrating was the 10-minute breaks. That was your only break if you work 4-hour shifts. 10 minutes. So imagine for 2 hours, right? 70 pounds don't feel nothing. You know, that's light in the first few minutes. Then you get like 10 boxes thrown at you. Then an hour later, 60 starts to feel like 100. 40 pounds start to feel like 80. Like you start to go through it. And that's what I'm saying. So comparing it to a gym membership was bad. They also compared it to Tetris. Now the fact that they compared my fucking arms and my legs to a goddamn game on my phone, that I just no, it's an awful comparison. I don't care what that job tells me. The only benefit from working at UPS is the fact that you can move up. I don't know what type of man you have to be moving up like that. I feel like your back just no longer works. Like you can't have kids. I'm sorry. And I'm not talking about like, yo, stuff don't work, bro. It's like you can't even move properly after you're done working, bro. You imagine trying to do something crazy, you can't. No, you ain't the same person, bro. You working at UPS, bro. You are officially, you cut your lifespan in half. Like you are done for when you get out. So all that goes down, right? I'm not even there for no longer than like a few months. Like I messed my shoulders. I should have did workers comp, but that was my fault. I take that out. Because to this day, I occasionally have shoulder problems. It's just really, really, really corny. But yeah, this video is like 7 minutes long, so I'm going to cut here. That's already what I talked about. I wanted to complain today. So I couldn't complain at no one else, so I'm complaining about my old job. So thank you to anybody who came out. If you guys enjoyed, please like and subscribe. I don't know how often I do these little story time things, but we'll see what happens. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.